Okay, this is Daily Caller today. This is Luke's article about Becerra, the guy who was the head of, or the guy who had the server. I believe this is going to be over at the DCCC. The guy who had the server and was responsible for the server, I believe the server was physically residing at the DCCC, not on Capitol Hill. This is the server that has the money on it, the campaign money, the Bernie crap money on it. Now we find out that this server is probably got hacked in October, not in April. As I had said before, they had tried to leak information which made it look like it was just being hacked over the summer. But in actual fact, now that the Donna Brazil agreement is out, and remember the phone calls I was making about the 6 FBI phone calls? Yes, the hacking goes all the way back to the DCCC server, and it goes back, I believe, to the Democratic National Committee building over there on South Capitol Street. And I believe this is where the logins occurred. And if you will notice, when Luke reports on this, he talks about the fact that when the hack happened at the DNC, Becerra made a big deal about it. But the hack had just happened also at the DCCC, and Becerra said almost nothing about it. And he said nothing since then. And again, he hasn't pursued criminal charges since then. Here again, they've tried to separate the hack of the DCCC. They've tried to separate and cover up the fact that Hillary had was able to sweep funds all the way going back to October of 2015. And it was also sweeping funds from the DCCC server. The logins here, the 7,000 logins, are the sweeping that I accuse the DCCC and the DNC of doing, the Awans of doing. Okay, so I assert this in the lawsuit. Now that the lawsuit's coming forward, now people that are having to respond by the 19th, within 3 or 4 days from now, maybe a week from now, now the truth is coming out. October 15th, 2015 is when the sweeping started occurring, and it's 7,000 illegal logins. 7,000 illegal logins. So now we're learning the truth. We're seeing we're putting the two things together. It's no longer 5,400 illegal logins, now it's 7,000. It's no longer from April to October. It's from October 2015 to August 2016. This was the sweeping of all the Bernie money, exactly as I've said in the last few days. You can go back and look at it. This was the sweeping of the money from the DCCC. Okay, so this is just more confirmation, and then we have more witnesses that we can call, and maybe even more defendants if they don't cooperate. And that's going to be Sean McCluskey. Multiple sources said Sean McCluskey, who was Becerra's chief of staff. I always say the chief of staffs end up having to do all this stuff. They always end up getting the kind of the henchman jobs, unfortunately. Sean McCluskey. We're going to have a lot of interrogatories for Sean McCluskey. He knew all about it. Multiple sources said he knew all about it. So Sean McCluskey is our new name for the day. So Imran Awan's brother, Abid Awan, had no connection with either the caucus server or Becerra's congressional office, and had no reason to log in to the server. But he was doing so anyway. Becerra paid Imran to manage the personal office server since 2004, adding his wife as a second account in 2013. So, is Abid Awan going to exist? Is that just a placeholder for people coming in from Pakistan? Will someone show up for Abid Awan? That is the key question now. Is this really an Awan Brothers ID? Is this really an Awan Brothers ID? We don't know, but now we have a much clearer picture of what the illegal logins were. They were to sweep the money out of the DNC and out of the DCCC.